And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for today's Star Wars episode of Andor, Episode 5. So if you've not seen Andor, big spoilers ahead, so let's begin. So in this episode, Cassian, he met with the team. He's with the team that he's supposed to be helping out with this big rebel, alliance in a way. They still don't trust him. They don't know who he is. He just shows up. It's like, hey, I'm here to help. He'll help for the cause. And the team is like, yeah, okay, we barely know you, man. So there's that problem. We also got to see Mon Mothma again. And, she's still dealing with the fact that she's that secret partner that helps out the rebellion. Nobody knows that. She has to, keep the front, her face, her political front, you know what I'm trying to say. Keep that, on the wrap, so everybody else thinks she's all high and mighty and all that. And, she does her thing, but secretly she's helping out the rebels. And nobody knows that yet. Even her husband doesn't know anything. They had a whole meeting, during the morning, and then her daughter shows up, which is kind of cool to see that she had a kid. So we got to see that. That was pretty interesting. Excuse me. We also got to see Cassian try to explain to the team, hey, listen, if you're going to fly a ship over there, you're going to need a pilot who's going to be able to do it. He wants to do it, but, everybody on the team, they really still don't trust him. So it's becoming very shady. They got a guy on the inside who's pretending to be one of the Imperial soldiers, so, so hopefully things can go smoothly. Which I think the big ambush would happen next week's episode, because at the end of the episode, we kind of got to see the base and exactly what they're going to attack, and they're pretty much prepared. They're ready to go. They feel confident. They're ready to do this, and it's just a matter of time. We also got to see Mon Mothma's husband start questioning her about her, I guess, her secret charity thing that she has. Remember, it's a front, so she's only using that as a cover-up for her operation with the rebels. So I'm pretty sure her husband will eventually find out and maybe tell the Empire, and the Empire will get wind of the rebels starting to, become a problem for them. Because, all this happens before the events of Rogue One, so it does make sense. We know where some of these characters are going to end up in the future films, so there's that. We also got to see some moments with Cassian. He lost that crystal that he had in his neck. So there's still some mysterious moments about that. Why is that so important? Is that going to come into play later on? Excuse me. Is that really a Kyber crystal or something else? Because apparently to the other guys, it's valuable. So they're trying to figure out, because they caught him. They took it off his neck, and they're trying to figure out, like, oh, why do you have this? This thing's so valuable. So that was something. So that could become something more later. But we have to wait and see what happens. But overall, the episode was fun. I enjoy watching it. I'm starting to see that the pieces are starting to finally form together. Where, yeah, they don't trust him now, but once the mission starts and he pulls his weight, they're going to see that this guy is truly a leader for the rebellion. Not the future leader that we all know and love, because that's going to be Leia. That doesn't come until later. But a future leader that's going to help set up that moment eventually. So that's going to be kind of cool. I'm not saying that, Leia is going to show up. I'm just saying, in the future movies, when we do see Leia as that rebellion leader, we get, she wasn't the only one who stood up against the Empire. Mon Mothma, Cassian, there were all others as well who had that whole line up for Leia to eventually help the rebellion moving forward. So it's nice to see that Cassian is going to get to that point soon. He might not know it yet, but he is very important to this whole rebellion thing that's going to be happening moving forward. But he just doesn't know it yet. But time would come, maybe not in this season, maybe not even next season, maybe by the end of Rogue One, that's when he started becoming a real leader. So, but we're going to see the elements of him becoming that in this show. So I appreciate, them actually doing it. And the visuals in this show, it's top notch. I really enjoyed that stuff. Like I said, on my previous videos about this, it has a slow burn. So if you're not, if you are looking for something more action, more, lightsabers or, laser guns or whatever, this might not be for you. But if you just want to see a show about how the rebels become who they are moving forward, this is the one. You have to just be patient because it's going to pay off eventually. This is a good episode. It shows us where the rebels are going to, start to really become who they are. And I'm very excited to see what's going to happen moving forward. So, yeah. So, it was a good episode. I'm very excited to see what happens next. Stay tuned for more. And if you guys think you guys like this episode, awesome. If you don't, that's cool too. But so just let me know what you guys think about it. Stay tuned for more. And thank you very much. And have a good night.